Hello all. Good evening. Good morning. I hope my voice is audible. Uh, yeah, thanks for confirmation. I will give the permission. You can talk. Okay, you can interact with me. So we will just wait 1 more minute so others to join and we'll get started. Okay. If you have any query, you can ask. I will give the permission, guys. Okay, we can discuss. We can discuss because initially we'll understand your doubts, right? And we'll go through the syllabus discussion. We understand what is generative, what is agentic AI, right? So I will give the permission. Okay, you can talk, interact with me, and understand and solve your doubts. Okay. Okay. As of now, if you don't have any questions, okay, be on mute. Okay, I have given all the permission to all.
Lajit sir.
Yeah, great. So yes, any questions?
Sir, I want to know, like, I was ex-student of your AI. So if I want to repeat the class, then what is the policy?
Okay, okay. Uh, so you want to means are you talking about this class enrollment fees structure about this class or just
Uh, Artificial intelligence I have attended, but I have missed most of the classes are due to office hours.
okay, 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 all right. Okay, fine. So here you can see once you enroll for this course, right? So we'll have this live session where you can interact with
Sorry
me
to
and
interrupt.
yes,
I'm sharing your screen because
not
it's
yet.
not.
Just I will going to share. Okay. Yeah. So here you can see guys. Okay, in the day-to-day sessions we will go into hands-on practice. Okay, day-to-day sessions will be hands-on practice. And here the recording will be provided to you guys. Okay, let's suppose this session is completed. Okay, and this recording will be provided to you guys. Okay, so you can rewatch the record if you miss some of the lectures. Okay, you can go ahead and watch the recordings. So you can see this is my previous batch, Generative and Agentic AI I have covered. Okay, and in this batch, day-to-day sessions, what I have covered, right? How they have covered. So here you can see the notes will be provided along with this recording will be provided. Okay, so do not worry about this. Okay, and this course, what are the syllabus I'm going to cover up? I will going to discuss what are the syllabus, what are the main right, what are the main topics we are going to discuss. Okay, and we are going to understand what is the generative agentic AI. This is the different right in this batch. What topics we are going to cover up, right? Other than this artificial intelligence batch, we're going to discuss here. Okay, so let's get started. I have given almost right, the permission for all of you. Okay, if you have any question,
One
you can ask
question.
it. Yes, yes, go ahead.
Is there any prerequisite for this course? Like we need
Yeah,
to know cloud or Python?
yeah, yeah. So here you can see, guys. Okay, definitely, if you have the basic knowledge of the Python, it will be plus 8 here. If you don't have the knowledge on the Python, no worry. Okay, because the only Python is required for this course. What are the rest of the content? Rest of the content knowledge is required. I will be going to cover up this in this course. Okay, so do not worry about the cloud services. So cloud I'm going to take from the scratch, AWS and out, AWS and Azure clouds. Okay, which are the AI services? Not because cloud is very vast. Okay, so we're not going to cover up every services, but the services which is related to AI course. Okay, we are going to cover up like AWS SageMaker, AWS Bedrock from the Amazon, AWS Cloud, Azure Cloud. We are going to cover up this AI service, Machine Learning Studio, VS Code, then Azure AI Foundry. Okay, we are going to cover up the AI related service. How can deploy this code? How can monitor this code? Okay, CI/CD action also. Okay, and this is the, do not worry about this. So we have to, so I will be going to cover up the cloud, whatever the required for this AI course. And for this AI course, we require the Python knowledge. So I will going to cover up this Python knowledge also. Okay, hands-on Python will be there. Okay, only
That
this
means
is,
if we don't have much background, then everything will be covered here.
yes, sure. Definitely. I will walk you through syllabus also. And you can go through the syllabus, understand the, right? And this is the 2, 3 days you can understand, are you following or not, right? So, so that based upon that, you can decide this, okay, of how we can proceed further. Great. So let's get started. Yeah. So I welcome you all to Generative and Agentic AI course. And I truly appreciate all of you taking time to be here and sharing your interest to learning something new at the beginning of this year. So my name is Ajit. I will be trainer for this course. I have around 9 experience, overall 9 years of experience. Currently, I'm working as a senior data scientist as a AVP, Assistant Vice President, one of the leading bank. And my expertise include the Python, statistics, machine learning, natural language processing, deep learning, generative agentic AI, and cloud platform such as AWS and Azure. I hold my post-graduation degree from IIIT Bangalore and master degree from this LJMU. I'm also Microsoft certified Azure AI engineer. Okay, this is just a brief about me. And this is the batch ID, guys. Okay, this is the batch ID is a 453. And if you have any question other than this right technical side, you can reach out to this support at the rate logiclabtech.com. And talking about this course, so this is the first demo session. The timing is 8:30 p.m. and this is a daily, right? A daily 1.5 hour, around 90 minutes to 100 minutes. It will go every day. And this course duration around, it's depend upon your batch, okay, pace of the batch, but it's run around almost 3 months. Okay, 3 months course duration will be there. And related to general information, okay, the first 3 sessions will be free to attend. The fourth session onwards, we are going to share the different link so that you can join and you can attend the further sessions. And talking about the recordings, right, the day-to-day sessions recordings and the notes, right? So you can see here the first two sessions recording available on the YouTube channel. You can watch, rewatch, and from the day 3 you will get this register, right, new Zoho link for this new only paid participant. Okay, and related to no batch 15, no amount refund, and you can join to the WhatsApp community, guys. Okay, so if you most of you can see new to this, right, the course and this class, so again I will provide this WhatsApp group, so you can join there and can, okay, so you can join there. Okay, any related update, right? You can see here also if you go to the upcoming batches, and here is the generative and agentic on the cloud. Okay, so you can see here is the WhatsApp community, right? You can just click on here, you'll get to the WhatsApp community and you can join this WhatsApp community group. So any related to any class update, job updates related to GenAI AI, will get in this WhatsApp community group. Okay. And day-to-day sessions recordings and notes we'll get through the LLM Graphy application, LMS Graphy applications, and related to if you are any support, right? If you require any support to this course, right? Other than this technical, right? You can reach out to this support team Monday to Saturday. So this is the mobile numbers. You can reach out over the calls. You can reach out through the support email. That is completely fine. So I will provide these numbers also, just to make a note of this. Okay, great. So yeah, so here I will just walk you through how we'll get these recordings, right? You can see here in this course, what are the day-to-day sessions we are going to cover up. So I will be providing here the recordings and here the notes for that. Okay, the day-to-day notes. You can have these notes. Okay, you can rewatch, you can download this note and practice. Okay, so this is the sessions already covered. This is the recently this batch is covered by generative and agentic AI. Okay, so if you have any question, you can go ahead and ask your questions. Okay, and so you can follow this on the, you can join the Telegram group, YouTube channel, okay, and you can Instagram, LinkedIn, so that you'll get this updates related to jobs, okay, or any announcement. You can follow over there. Okay, so now if you have any question, you can go ahead and ask.
Sir, Ajit sir.
Yes.
Sir, this Gen AI and Agentic AI. So, sir, what is the difference between like this and the earlier we have attended AI course of deep learning and machine learning?
Okay, great. So now you can see in the artificial intelligence, okay, in the artificial intelligence, we are going to cover up this Python, statistics, machine learning, natural language, deep learning, and basis of this generative and agentic AI in the artificial intelligence course. But this course is the generative and agentic AI course. In this course, majorly focus on the generative AI and agentic AI course. Okay, majorly we are going to focus on the deep learning. Along with we are going to focus on the NLP, generative AI, very vast generative AI. In the we have the different frameworks we have to learn, hands-on practice, and agentic AI frameworks also. Okay, so this is the difference here. We can say we are going to not only the traditional machine learning. Okay, we are not going to learn the traditional machine learning here in this course, and statistics we are not going to learn. But here in this course, we are going to learn Python, okay, which is required for this generative and agentic AI course. Along with we are going to learn this Hugging Face library, generative AI, different LLM models. We are going to learn hands-on practice how to can build these different applications, okay, and very much detailed practical hands-on along with the industry-ready project will be there, okay, in this course. Not only generative AI, we are going to touch, we are going to hands-on practice on this agentic AI, different frameworks. So let me share this syllabus here. Okay, what are the things we are going to cover in the syllabus? So this is the high-level syllabus I'm going to showcase now. Yeah, this one. So here we are going to understand the Python for generative and agentic AI, and the plus we will get this Python recording also in this course. And then we are going to start with the deep learning architecture, where is very important. Without this deep learning, we cannot understand what is generative, what is the transformer, how the birth of the generative. So that is the reason very much important to understand deep learning architecture and transformer architecture. Then we are going to understand natural language processing. Okay, natural language processing is also important because this is the advanced, right? Generative is the advanced part of the natural language processing. Okay, then we are going to understand LLM architectures, how LLM are trained. Then we are going to start this complete generative AI. Then we are going to understand Hugging Face library, Hugging Face ecosystem. Then we are going to understand this web framework, fast API, Flask, Streamlit, Gradio. Then we are going to understand LangChain framework, prompt engineering, agentic AI, RAG architecture. Also, we are going to understand land graph framework, Crivia, Agno. This is the advanced agentic AI framework, guys. Okay, this is the advanced agentic AI frameworks, land graph, Crivia, Agno, data. Then we are going to understand MCP, how we can create the workflows. Then model development, building, deployment, CI/CD integration. Then cloud, we are going to cover up the AWS and Azure cloud. Here we are going to cover this AI-related services, AWS SageMaker, Bedrock services, and Azure AI Foundry services. This is the high-level syllabus. If you go on, if you want to go into the details, okay, this is the course content. You can go to the course content, click on this link. Okay, so now you can see we are going to understand what is the generative AI. Okay, we are going to understand from how the evaluation of these large language models. Then we are going to understand these types of LLM models. I will take your doubt, guys. Okay, what is the different types of LLM model, decoder LLM models? What are the different models we have? Encoder based, decoder based, encoder decoder based model will be there. We are going to understand, and then we are going to understand what are the open source versus enterprise LLM models, right? In this course, yeah, we are not going to touch MLs. Okay, ML side. Because ML at least required 1 month. Okay, 1 month time required. If you want basics, I will give the provide the basics of this. What is the machine learning? Okay, definitely. But in this course, we are not going to have this in-depth machine learning concept. Okay, machine learning almost it required 1 month time to cover up. Okay, so I will give the brief about this machine learning. What are the machine learning algorithms, right? So that will be covered. Okay. Yes, any questions?
So in real world, like how we integrate, like suppose Chat GPT is there. So
Hmm.
is it like a Gen AI concept? It is made through
Yes,
Gen AI.
correct, correct. You can see in the generative AI, we have the large language model, LLMs, and the LLM is the ChatGPT is the one large language model. Okay, if you go to the OpenAI, OpenAI is the company. Okay, if you go to the OpenAI, OpenAI is the one company here. Hmm. Okay, fine. Okay, now you can see this is the OpenAI company, guys. Okay, ChatGPT is the nothing but the if you go to the models. Okay, now this OpenAI has the different GPT series model, GPT 5.2, GPT Mini, GPT Nano. Okay, these are the different models. But which model is utilized for the ChatGPT? You can see the GPT-5 is utilized for the ChatGPT model. Okay, this is the whenever you are going to utilize the GPT, ChatGPT, in that this model is integrated, guys. Okay, GPT-5 model used in the ChatGPT. You can see here. But we have the different models. We are not going to utilize the ChatGPT, guys. Okay, so we are going to not utilize the only ChatGPT. In the real practice industry, we are not going to utilize the ChatGPT and how we can build up, right? We are not going to do that. Okay, so you can see here in this course what we'll do. So if you let me walk you through. Okay, in this course, we are not going to understand only ChatGPT. Okay, but we are going to build these generative applications, industry ready applications. Okay, so that industry can solve their real time problems. Okay, so here you can see once we completed this deep learning, we are going to start with this understanding the generative. In the generative, we are going to understand this. What is the LLM models? Okay, how this LLM, what is the architecture of LLM models? We are going to understand. Then hands-on different LLM models. You can see Gemini models series will be from the Google. From the Google, there will be some models we are going to understand. From Grok Chrome, Chat Cloud, Metalama, right? We are going to hands-on this Metalama. How can it along with we are going to understand the different frameworks. Okay, so this lang chain, land graph, we are going to understand so that we can build this smart AI application. Okay, we are not going to utilize only chat gpt now. I will not going to show coincidentally how we can utilize the chat gpt. In this case, we are going to build these AI applications with the help of Python SDK so that business can solve their different business use cases. Okay, so for that purpose, we are going to have this hands-on session. So LangChain framework will be there. What is the prompt engineering? Then RAG architecture will be there in details. What is the component of RAG architecture? What is the document loader? What is the embedding strategy? What is the chunking strategy? What is the embedding models? We are going to understand one by one in very details. Okay. Then we are going to hands on this RAG project. How we can implement the RAG project? Okay. We can build this real world project here. Okay. Then we are going to productionize this project. Okay, and after completion of this project, how we are going to productionize using the Azure cloud, AWS cloud, hands-on project will be there, productionize will be there. Okay, then we are going to understand what is the CI/CD application, right? This is another project we are going to build. Likewise, we are going to build this CI/CD, how to monitor traffic, how to handle this traffic. That is very important. Then we have to understand different project. We are going to build another different project here, and then we are going to understand how we can evaluate this project. Okay, then how do what is the retrieval strategy we are going to, what is the memory, what are the different memory in the lang chain, land graph, AI agent, we are going to understand very much detail. Okay, just this is the uh, you can see here, just walk through you, right? Just a high level, right? You can see here I'm walking you through, but its course content actually very practical in details will be there. Each of the topics will be covered so that at the end of this course you'll get the knowledge of 3 years, 4 years people having the industry. Okay, I believe so. We'll get from this course content. Okay, hands-on practice will be there, and we'll get this 3 to 4 years knowledge, right? In the industry, people, so you'll get this knowledge. Okay, from this course. This is not only for basic level; it is very advanced level. From the basic to advanced level, we are going to understand very scratch. so very advanced level, so that at the end of this course we are able to build your applications on your data, own business data, company data, or can say industrial ready applications we are going to create, okay, from this course.
So
So
this
yeah.
LLM are like a Python language, means we can use the Python language to construct the LLM model, large language model, correct?
Yeah, you can see we are utilizing this Python language. We can call it the Python SDK, software development kit. Okay, and in this language will be utilized for building the smart applications. Okay, building the smart AI application with the help of these different LLM models. Okay, LLM models already there. Okay, you can see there are the different vendors, different companies, OpenAI, Google, Meta, right, DeepSeek, right. These are the different LLM models they are providing. So we are not going to, we are not going to only just utilizing these models, whatever they have provided. We are going to build these applications, smart AI applications, so that we can leverage this. We can solve the business problem, different business problem. Let's suppose there is a data, right? There is a different document is available, and we have to build a question answering chatbot. We can base upon our our data, provide a business data. Let's suppose HR related policy document is there. So we can how we can build the chatbot. Those can helpful for the and addressing the question related to HR related, so that we can build up the different compliance. Let's suppose in the banking, healthcare, medical, different domain have the different data. So on top of this data, we have to build an application with the help of LLMs, so that this business get complete right the automate this workflows. Okay, business can get. Yes, any questions?
Sir, see, this is a chat GPT or some application we build. So the storage, the storing of that particular data at some physical location.
Mhm.
So that we are going to be used to store the data, the concept of machine learning, correct, na? Storing of data, like
Okay, it's a.
vector database, we tell something here.
Yeah, you can see. Okay, so you can have the, let's suppose the so data, which format, which is important. Let's suppose the data in the PDF format, document format, we can generally store in the vector store, and on we are utilizing the vector store for the question answering purpose. But let's suppose your data is not a PDF format, document format, Word format, not there. Then you can store data in the structured database, SQL database, right? You can store. Then there is a challenge, right? How can handle the data? Okay, this is the different perspective. This is not related to machine learning. Okay, in the machine learning, we have the data we are gathering from the structured database, right? Unstructured database. It's a different, right? What is the problem statement? What is the business case? And what is the source of data? Based upon that, we are going to deal with this. But in this, right? In this data, let's suppose in the we are going to store in the vector database, right? In that database, we are going to generally store the textual data in the vector database, so that we can use the semantic search, similarity search to get the context, and we can have this retrieve the context, and we can generate the response on the particular data. Okay, so we are going to understand how we are going to set up this database connection, and we are how we can retrieve the data from the database connection to get the user query answer. What the point? Yes, any
Yes,
question?
sir.
Oh,
And
great.
then small language model means what? Basically, it is also something Python only.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Small language model, like we are here, large language, small language model is also there, no?
Yeah. You can see the language model is there and large language model is there, guys. Okay, language model and small, large language models are there. We are going to understand what is the language models. Okay, for the textual data, it will base upon the language data. Okay, means textual data. Okay, and then we have the large language model, nothing but the only difference with small and large language is nothing but the how many parameter we utilize for the building or training these LLM models. That is the difference between the parameters, how the training of this LLM is occurred. Okay, large language model or small language model, you can set the language model. So we are going to understand later part, what is the difference, how we can integrate, how can build, how can fine tune. Okay, this LLM models. But there is just a difference of parameter which is utilized for the training of this model. Okay. Okay, great. So now we can see. Okay, so just we'll walk through. Any questions so far?
Yeah, just one question I have. as you
Yeah.
have showed so many projects building, right, and course. So
Mhm.
just wanted to understand those projects. What are the kinds of those projects are there? I understand that it's basic on AI and it will be developed on the Python. But I just don't know it is a real type examples or real something scenarios. What are those
Yes,
projects?
yes. Correct, correct, correct. In this project will be the real-time scenario. Okay. In this batch, I have covered the right two, three projects, which are really actually I work in the micro industry in the recently. Okay. So I have covered those projects here in this course also. And you can see one of the project I have covered the one common project. Every industry, this project is suit. HR policy chatbot. Okay. Every industry have the HR department and they have the different HR policy document, right? And this HR policy, they have to build the chatbot for their HR policy documents. This was a common project for the every industry. That is the reason I have covered that project, because this industry, every industry having this project is going on, right? So that is the reason I have covered this. But apart from this, okay, there is a call center AI, right? This is the unique project. Means let's suppose we have the query related to our business. Okay, let's suppose we have purchased some product from the different product company. Okay, product platform, e-commerce platform, and we have the query related to our, right. Let's suppose we call and we discuss. We have the doubt. We have the, some issue with respect to receive product. Then how we can interact with this actual audio data? How can interact to convert this audio data into a transcribe into audio textual data? How can text data into the meaningful insight so that we can understand business? Okay, what is the issue and what is the intent of this user so that it can take the priority actions. So this is the one project here. Okay, it is a multi-model capability plus this generative AI. Another project I have taken here is the nothing but the how can in the backend of how can analyze the risks. Okay, how can categorize the risks into the different categories. Understand first of all the classify, then understand the rating of this risks, and then we can use the compliance monitoring. Okay, so these are the different project we have the implemented over here. It is a completely the business related, industry related project, not only the dummy project, guys. Okay, because if you cover the dummy project, will not help you. But if you have the industry ready project, what is going on in the industry, so those project will be implemented here, so that we'll get the practical hands-on as well as the what is the happening in the industry, and how can explain this project, how can build your storyline, how can right. Not as of now, you can see in the generative and agentic AI, they are not only believe on this only the building of this only generative project. Okay, but they are asking the question on the how to deploy, how can monitor this deploy, what is the CI/CD pipeline. So they are asking these questions also their side. So this is the course we are going to not only building, not only building the different project, we are going to deploy and we are going to manage the CI/CD pipeline and monitoring also. Okay, so that is the reason. This is in this course we'll get this whole complete hands-on practice throughout the course, and it will be from the very scratch, guys. Okay, you don't have to worry about this. You got the point?
Sir, one thing, like how we relate this Gen AI and Agentic AI with DevOps tools? How we relate? Like, is it helpful to know the knowledge of DevOps also in this?
Yes, 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 perfectly. You can say correct. We can utilize these DevOps. Okay, let's suppose you are in the working on your domain, but why you require to learn this generative and agentic AI? First of all, understand this very important. Okay, so now you can see in the DevOps we have the different tools. Let's suppose you are managing or creating the Docker file of Kubernetes services, or let's suppose you are using the Terraform. We are creating the Terraform script. Okay, so let's suppose you are writing the test cases. Okay, so let's suppose, so in that case, how we can utilize this AI for building the test cases, building your Terraform. You can automate this Terraform platform. Terraform is this resource management, right? So we can create these resources by using the Terraform script. So how can this AI, how can automate this, right, resource, right, this resource building, resource deployment with the help of Terraform. We are doing this manually as of now, right? But how can AI can be utilized for the building this and automating this Terraform script. Let's suppose Docker image, right? We are building this Docker image and we are going to deploy, we are going to right automate this, right? We have to make it triggers so that we can utilize this AI to build this Docker image as well as the right to trigger this, right? So that this agent, so agent will be helpful there. Okay, not only generative AI, but agentic AI is helpful. Why? Because in the agentic AI, we are going to build up the agents, and those agent can be one task is given to one agent. Let's suppose there is a PySpark job we are going to execute. Okay, this PySpark job is just for the data extraction or data validation purpose. So we are going to create one agent. It can be extract the data, understand the different features of the data or key extraction of the data, and one is agent is for the data validation purpose. One is agent for the test case validation purpose, so that we can integrate in the workflow, so that this can be automate things. What are the things we are doing manually? Instead of doing the manually, we can utilize this AI to build this agent, so that we can create the workflow and it can automate this thing. What are the flows? So in that case, definitely you can use the in the DevOps. Not only in the DevOps, you can utilize in the operation side also. Okay, you can utilize the, as of now, you can every industry, right? They are utilizing their AI tools, make an AI agent, right? So that they can automate their response. Let's suppose in the customer care. Okay, so let's suppose we are going to purchase some of the products from the e-commerce platform. And thus in the e-commerce platform, we require, right, different time zone, we require the support team to handle this all the queries. In that case, how we can going to handle this? We require the manual workforce, but in the manual workforce, there will be some manual mistake will be there, some, right, some lag will be there, some time will be consumed over there. But to handle this, right, the customer support service, we can utilize the agent, right? It is work 25/7, right? So it is going to handle this user query. Not only handle this user query, it will going to understand the user content, what is the issue, it will track the status, it will going to provide the proper resolution. Okay, so this how you can build the agentic AI agent to handle this user query also. So now we'll discuss this AI application. Let me ask one question. Okay, any other question, guys? Anyone?
Sir, these agents, what we create, is it in DevOps we have some like building the package like .jar file for Java, then EAR file, website var file. So this agent is like an extension, like something like dot, like what we build a package like uh, in DevOps and all. It is also like have some extension like agent as you are telling. So it will be some extension like agent.
Yeah, we can see here. First of all, agent is a we can provide, right. We can deploy this agent on your right applications. First of all, okay, agent is not like a dot extension. Okay, agent is not a extension file. Okay, just clear it for the clarity. But agent can be deployed in your workplace. Okay, in, let's suppose you are in the platform. Okay, in that platform, this agent can be deployed definitely on the website, on the internet, on the particular application, particular use case. We can deploy this agent. Agent is just a, let's suppose the person is working on the particular task. Okay, let's suppose you are building this Terraform or Java file. Okay, so agent, what will do? So agent, we are going to build the agent, MCP agent. I will going to discuss. Okay, what is the MCP agent? Let me showcase this. Okay, this is the one project here. This is the high level project. You can see here, very high level project. Okay, we have the different files here. Okay, we have this different files in this architecture, how we can build up. Okay, this is the different files. Okay, we have the different extension. But whenever we are going to build this agent, right? Whenever we are going to build this agent, in that agent, we can see here is the ask mode is there, and this is the agent is there. Okay, so now what are the question I'm going to ask here in this UI? So this agent will be work around this script, and it will going to perform that particular task. Okay, what are the tasks we required? What is the query? Let's suppose I have the, this is the data in this my data priority. In the data, I have the database, different vector database here. Okay, some login file is there. Okay, some rack pipeline will be there. Okay, some sessions will be maintain will be there. Okay, some deployment will be there. Configuration will be there. Okay, so all things will be there. In that case, what we'll do? So we are going to utilize this. We are going to build this agent, and this agent will be going to work around it. Okay, agent will be going to work around it. What are the tasks we need to perform? Or what are the things we are going to particular tasks we are going to build the agent? So agent will be helpful there to perform this particular task. It is not a just, you can see this is the extension here. Okay, this is the just a extension we are going to deploy here for the agent. And here we are having the different agent. You can see here. Uh, if we go to the custom agents also, we can attach them multiple custom agent also in the MCP. Okay, I will showcase in the later part how can you utilize the MCP agent. You can see here the tools, right? You can see there is a tools. Then we are going to utilize this agent. In the agent, we have the different teams agent will be there. Okay, and then we have the web search agent will be there. Okay, for Python purpose, some agent will be there. Okay, and some of the web search agent will be there. Okay, like this. And we have this, we can deploy our MCP agent. You can see this is the MCP server. Okay, we can deploy this MCP agent so that this agent will be work for our use case. Okay, later part I will discuss on this part, how we can utilize this complete project, build this complete project, and how can build and how can deploy this agent for the particular use case.
So these are kind of PC agent. PC agent.
Yeah, this is the kind of, yeah, you can utilize in the particular environment, right? I'm utilizing the PC means in the VS Code as of now. But let's suppose the use case is, let's suppose I want to deploy into my website. Okay, let's suppose my deploy into my work. Okay, in the particular file, Slack or WhatsApp or Telegram, I can deploy there also one agent, and I will, what are the tasks? Okay, what are the tasks, day-to-day activity we are going to? Let's suppose I want to email writing. Okay, so it can automatically reply to the email. Okay, or if let's suppose some of the questions I want to provide some notification in the WhatsApp group or Telegram or Slack application. So they can, I can just provide this trigger so that it can going to provide that information. Okay, it will going to notify, it will going to trigger, and it will going to perform and work that, complete that job.
Okay. And how about containerization? Can we have use this agent as a containerization also?
Yes,
Like,
yes, definitely. Yes, yes. Dockerization, containerization, you can definitely do it. Yes. Yes, Nitin? Okay. So yeah, I will take your doubt. Okay, guys. No worries. I will take your doubt. If you have any doubt, nothing, you can go ahead.
Can you hear?
Yes, yes.
Hello, can you hear?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Yeah, yeah. My question is to get into this, what are the tech stack prerequisites are there? Can you just list down them?
Okay, actually, I'm not able to hear you properly. Can you come again? Hello. Hello, Nitin. Voice audible?
Check the chat.
Okay. Okay, what is the text that needed for this course, right? This is the question. What we are going to cover up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, great. So now you can see, yeah,
Prerequisite from our side.
yeah, prerequisite, right? In the
Yes.
prerequisite, if you have the basic knowledge of Python, that will be good. If you don't have the basic knowledge of Python, I will going to cover up this Python course in this course. Okay.
Yeah, we do have.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. This is the only prerequisite. Okay, Python. If you have the Python, it's good. If you don't have the Python knowledge, I will going to cover in this course. Okay, so that you'll get this confidence. You can write the script using the Python language. Okay, only this prerequisite. Other things, so I'm going to cover up this, all this, right? Deep learning, natural language processing, generative and agentic, and cloud, AWS and Azure. Okay, so no need to worry about these other things. Got the point?
Yeah, got it. Thanks.
Okay, okay, great. So now, guys, I will take your doubt. Okay, just I know you have the doubts. Okay, but let me proceed further. Okay, I will take your doubts. Okay, so this is the just high level syllabus we are going to cover up. Okay, in this course, Python, deep learning, NLP, transform architecture, generative AI, agentic AI, and these are the different frameworks we are going to cover up. Along with this, we are going to cover up this deployment, this CI/CD. Okay, be on mute. Okay. So let me ask one question, guys. Can you list down the AI use, right? Yes, just 1 second. Can you please be on mute, guys? Yes, Mohammed. Okay, I'm just disabling it for now. Okay, later part I will going to give the permission. Okay. Yeah, great. So my question to you all. Okay, can you list down the AI applications till now, right? You have utilized any application AI tool.
Copilot Studio.
Okay. Any other?
Perplexity, there is something which is provided by Airtel.
Okay. Yeah, fine. Any other guys? But let me ask, okay, one more question. Okay, how we are utilizing this AI tool? Which task we are going to utilize?
I'm working as a tester right now. So like, if there are some scenarios, voice is getting repeated, man. Why it is happening?
Yes, we are.
Okay, one at a time, one at a time. Okay, please. Can be on rest of the be on mute. Okay, one at a time. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so like I'm working as a tester for my company. Still, it is there. A lot of echo.
Okay, just 1 second. I will going to disable mute. Okay.
It is from the trainer side also.
From my side, no issue. Actually, rest of the right people having the open mic now, that is the issue. Okay, now you can go ahead. One by one. Okay, please, guys.
Yeah, so like I'm working as a tester, and few of the test cases like which I'm not able to think even, and if I'm writing the requirements in the like application of the AI, it is giving me a lot of test cases, and if I need a tabular column or something, whatever it is, kind of Excel sheet or like TSG form, it is able to generate for me. That's the one
Okay.
way I'm basically using right now.
Okay, great, nice. Now next you can go. Okay, who is there? Okay, you can ping in the chat also, that is fine. Are we going to get the recording for these sessions later on? Yes, that definitely we'll get this recording of each of the sessions. Okay, from day one till this last, we'll get these recordings, and this recording will be provided over this link. Okay, in this LMS Graphy applications. Okay, record will be provided here. Okay. Okay, after the session completed, we'll find the notes and recordings. So no worry about this. Okay, great. So yeah, let me go. Yeah, Sanjay, you can go ahead. Yes, Sanjay. Okay, no worry.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, I just wanted to know. Actually, can I do not have any technical knowledge, much more, you can say. So, is it good to participate in this course, or just because as of now we can see that AI environment is ongoing and will be in our future. So, please suggest if I can participate in this lecture or participate in a different course, something.
Okay, what is your domain? You are currently working on which domain?
I'm working in a ITSM service delivery and
IT?
operations part.
Okay,
ITSM part.
okay, great. And you don't
And,
have knowledge
service
on Python, any coding, right?
sorry?
You don't have the knowledge on the Python, right? In the any coding,
No,
right?
no, sir. I don't have any knowledge in Python.
Yeah, got it. So now in this course, okay, in this course, we are going to cover up from the Python, okay, and I will be providing the Python recording for this course also, okay. So I have covered this
Okay.
Python record, full in details, okay. 30 days, 35 days, Python recording will be there. I will going to provide that recording. But what are the Python required for this AI course, right? This Agentic AI and Generative AI, I will be going from the scratch. Okay, so we'll get this most competence first 15 days, right? 10 to 15 days, we'll get this much competence, right, on the Python itself, so that we can get started, right, on the learning on the generative AI, agentic AI, deep learning, NLP, so that you'll get the competence. And at the end of this course, right, you should be in the position to get the job. Okay, you should be in the position, learn hands-on, learn the different project. Okay, let's suppose you are in domain, your domain also, we can apply your we can build the AI agent, we can build the AI
Yes,
smart,
yes, yes.
so that you don't need to switch, right, you don't need to transition actually. Okay, you can in the your field, you are in the position to create a different agent or create the different AI smart application, so that what are the learning we are going to take from this course definitely will be helpful for this course, and in this course we can definitely go ahead and enroll for this. Okay,
So, okay. Yeah,
great.
sir. Then we'll do, sir. Thank you for the suggestions.
Okay, great, thanks. Yes, Sunil.
Ajit, this is Sunil.
Yeah,
Hope I'm audible. Yeah.
you're
So
audible.
basically, my question is related to the use cases and case studies we are going to cover this in this course. Basically, uh, is 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 that of that standard which we can add into our resume, or we can discuss in some kind of interviews. Basically, from the investment banking domain, so specifically the use study case, real-time study that are related to data and some kind of cloud or some kind of real use cases which we can leverage in our professional life as well.
Yes, correct. Okay, great, Sunil. So let me showcase one of my Git repo. Okay, so just I have provided here open source project. Okay, not this what are the core in the class. Okay, so let me open in the GitHub. Okay, so you can see this is the financial policy chatbot is there. This is the open source project I have. So now you can see, so this project actually we are deployed on the cloud. Okay, this project is actually deployed on the cloud. You can see this is the deployment. Okay, this is the CI/CD deployment. This is the deployment. You can see the build is completed and deployment is also completed. Okay, the build is deployed, then it is deployed to the, you can see the Azure web app. This application is deployed. But let me not go into the deployment side. Okay, this is the build and this is the deploy on the AWS Azure cloud. How can build and deploy? But before I get into deployment side, okay, so let me discuss about the use case. Okay, this is the completely Azure deployment web app. How can deploy? How can utilize this for the production purpose? This is the we are going to discuss. But before getting into that, so let me discuss about this project. Okay, what is the project? Because this is not only IPONB notebook we are going to create, guys. Okay, we are going to first of all what we'll do, exploration folder will be there. Okay, in the exploration folder, what we'll do? So we are going to have the hands-on practice. Okay, we are going to hands-on practice means we are going to create the notebook. In this notebook, we are going to understand how can explore this project. Okay, so let's suppose in the different data, okay, we have the different data, right? In the different use cases, we have the different data. So first of all, we have to understand the business problem, why it is important, then what are the challenges we are going to solve, then what is the technical architecture we are going to implement, then we are going to understand what are the document loader chunky strategy, how we are going to build the front end, back end, what is the impact we are going to solve. Okay, and then we are going to prepare this, right? How we are going to prepare this project. So in the project preparation folder also, I will going to provide this more information about this. What is this, right? What is this project? What are the how we can prepare this project? Okay, and then once this exploration part is completed, guys. Okay, once this exploration part is completed, then we have to write the source code. Okay, in the source code we have to write this. Okay, first of all, this is the rack-based project was there. Okay, document loader will be there, chunking strategy will be there, embedding model will be there, LLM models will be there. Then we are going to create the vector stores, and then we are going to build this rack pipeline. Okay, so end-to-end run pipeline will be there, and then we are going to build the application. Okay, we are going to build this application. Okay, front-end application, so that what is the backend? What is the backend we are going to create in the source code? We are going to implement in the application.py file. So this is the one use case. Okay, 2-3 case I have just keep open source. Okay, as of now. Okay, but what are the right we are going to cover up? These are the industry practice. Okay, actually I work in the industry, right? So those project I have prepared for this class. Okay, so those are going to I'm going to have this overall discussion with you. How can implement? How can solve that project? Okay, so you can see here. Let me go to the repository. This is the one use case financial quality chatbot. Then we have this compliance policy chatbot also there. Okay, this is the compliance policy chatbot. Then you can say medical chatbot assistant is there, clinical chatbot medibody application is there. How can build up this chatbot application? How can exploration? First of all, we have to explore this project. Okay, first of all, exploration notebook we have to create. Then we have to build the source code, and then we have to build this application file. Okay, so this is how we are going to build this end to end, guys. Okay, not only this, most of the thing, right? Most of the classes, what happen? They will just provide this notebook file and just build this application. But after this notebook file, we have to create the application now. So for that purpose, we have to write the source code. So that source code will be utilized for the deployment purpose. This application file will be utilized for the deployment purpose. Now, along with we are going to create the Docker file also. Sometimes we are going to utilize the containerization, right? Dockerize. Okay, we are in the Azure Container Registry or we are in the AWS Container Registry to store the Docker images. And how we can deploy this project? Okay, how we can deploy this project within the GitHub action through the code, or you can utilize the package. You can package as a one container image, as a Docker file, and we can deploy this Docker file into the container registry, and from the container registry, we are going to deploy in the that particular applications. Okay, so we are going to discuss into end-to-end solution. Okay, got the point?
Okay, so we'll be going through in this our training journey, right? And by the end of this course, we'll all be having that kind of GitHub profile by using these kind of case studies, right?
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. Because guys, whenever we are going to apply for the job interview, you should be ready with your Hugging Face profile. You should be ready with your GitHub profile. Okay, this profile are very important. Hugging Face is also important. I will going to discuss in the whenever we're going to start the generative AI sessions. Then we are going to, once we transform it completed, then in that we are going to understand what is the Hugging Face, how we can deploy the models on the Hugging Face. Initially, we are going to understand the Hugging Face. Okay, different use cases. Then we are going to start on the AWS and Azure cloud, how can deploy. Okay, so there, for that purpose, we require these two profiles, not only GitHub profile, we require the Hugging Face profile as well as the GitHub profile, so that they can understand how you can write the code, how you can maintain your project. And this README file is very important, guys. Okay, this README file is very important, because whenever this interviewer is going to refer your GitHub profile, no, they will going to read this file. What is this README file? How you can maintain this README file? Okay, this is the project name. Okay, this what is the prerequisite? How do we are set up this keys, right? Then how can maintain this all this project? How can push the code right to the GitHub? Then what are the commit, right? Git commit changes, how maintain. Then what is the project? How can deploy, right? So this things all you have to maintain on your project, so that they just go through the README file and they can understand your project. Okay, what quality you have written over there. Okay, that is very important. So we are going to, at the end of this course, we are going to build up this GitHub profile, so that we can mention on your GitHub, so that they will refer your GitHub, right? So that you can understand some of the use cases, some of the right? What do you try to solve? What are the problem statement? How you can maintain the folder structure, right? What are the folder structure maintain? What are the impact? What is the project steps you have maintained? Right? How you can create the virtual environment? How you can activate this virtual environment? How can download this requirement file? How can create the source code? Then how can run this front-end application? Then how can commit and push to the GitHub? And how can deploy to the, this is the deployment purpose, right? In the AWS cloud. Okay, this is this command we are going to utilize, startup command. So we'll discuss on this part very details later part also. Okay, but we are going to maintain this GitHub profile as well as this Hugging Face profile. Okay, clear?
Okay, one follow-up question.
Yeah.
Considering the kind of course and the detail we have to go through, the 2 month, I think 75 hours is enough to do the learning theory, hands-on deployment, right? Probably will be facing the challenging, the kind of speed you will be explaining will not be able to match that in 5 hours. Might be I'll take 3 hours. So
Okay,
how
now
we are
you can
going
see.
to cover that?
Yeah, got it. Okay, now you can see this course, right? I have recently completed this course. You can see almost 90 lectures required here, guys. Okay, almost 90 lectures
Okay,
required for this
that's
course to
great.
complete. Okay, so it is the one. This lecture is around 1.5 hour. Okay, this was the only 1 hour lecture was there, but this course we have this 1.5 hour. Okay, daily basis. Okay, 90 minutes or 100 minutes on the daily basis we have to spend. This is almost take the 3 months time. Okay, not it's not complete within the 2 months, because right, some of the learners which don't have the knowledge completely on the, it is completely new. Okay, some of you are having the knowledge, basic and understanding, but some of there are the which is completely new. They don't know what is there. But my responsibility is to come up all this learn on the same page, so that no one can fall behind other, right? So that is the reason I'm going to cover from the very scratch. I'm really taking time. It is not just 2 months time. Okay, it will require 3 months, 3.5 months also. Okay, some it is, let's suppose you have some lagging, then I need to give the some time for you guys. Okay, so that I'm not in the hurry to just complete the syllabus. I will be giving the time so that you can accommodate, you can understand, and then you can answer your question, ask your question, answer. We can get the practice. Okay, and so that we can proceed further. So, and this is the, you can see almost in this course more than 100 hours, guys. Okay, more than 100 hours, around 120, 130 hours I have completed in this course to complete this syllabus. Okay.
Okay, that's great. Do we have a daily doubt clearing session, or how we are going to, if in case
Yeah.
I am left behind the kind of
Yeah.
case study you have given me. So how
Okay.
I can reach out to you tomorrow, next day, or somewhere? How can?
Okay. Okay. Now what will do? Okay. So you can see I'm going to here you can see, let's suppose what is the question you have to ask in the same class. Okay. We have to
Okay.
ask in the same class that question. Let's suppose still you have, let's suppose you don't have the any doubt in this class. Okay. But while practicing, you got some question doubt. In that case, what will do? So we have to next day, right? I will give the time in the morning next day. What is the doubt? So in that case, you have to ask the previous doubt so that I can clarify doubt in the class itself, right? So that you can get understand and you can proceed further. Okay, so this is how we are going to proceed. But now you can see here I'm going to maintain one of the here, let me showcase. Okay, this is the AI batch. Okay, already I have started this AI batch. Here you can see assignment will be there as in the assignment folder. I will going to update this assignment here. And the learners, right, who is going to complete this, right, they are going to upload their solution for this, right? And they are going to upload the solution, and the extra notes I will be providing here. And this is the sheet here, guys. Okay, this is the sheet where we are going to maintain this group. Okay, so we are going to maintain this group so that let's suppose if you have the doubt, okay, if you have any doubts, you can, right, you can follow up your colleagues, okay, your peer, right, peers from this course, and you can join this WhatsApp community there, and you can have this discussion over there, right, related to any course. Let's suppose one, right, Sunil having the doubt related to today lecture, then Rohit can help, right, Sumit, the Sunil, right, this is the discussion we had, right, this is how we can solve this, how we can understand. You can have the discussion among yourself in this day, and let's suppose if you're not still not able to solve this, and you can ask in the tomorrow session. I will going to clarify.
Okay, thank you. One last question. Do we need some special machine? My laptop is has 16 GB of RAM and a space of 70, 80
Okay,
GB.
okay, that is fine. 16 GB RAM, right? It is very good actually. Okay, 16 GB is very good. But now we can see in the we are going to utilize this AWS cloud, Azure
Yeah.
cloud, and we are in the Google cloud. Okay, this. So in
So
that case,
nothing on my physical machine, right?
yes,
Everything.
yes, nothing on
Okay.
your machine. Okay, so we are going to utilize this cloud services most of the times. Okay, so that what are the compute machine we are getting from this Google or AWS or Azure. Okay, so that is the reason we don't have to worry about this your machine. But I will request expecting i5, right? i5 version or any higher than i5, and at least 8 GB of RAM is required. Okay, that is fine. Means it's sufficient for this course.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Rohit. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to know. I'm I'm good with Python, but I don't have any idea on related to GCP or AWS Dockerization and CI/CD pipelines that you have discussed.
Mhm.
Is that okay? Like you are going to explain some basics on the Dockerization part and containerization, those things,
Yes,
or
yes, yes.
how?
Correct, correct. I'm going to discuss here, okay, how can build the CI/CD pipeline, how can deploy within the code as well as the Docker file also. Okay, I will going to discuss from the scratch. How can build up? You don't have the knowledge, okay, that is fine completely. But in this course, we are going to build the Docker file, how can deploy on the AWS or Azure cloud. We will going to discuss, and how we are going to maintain the CI/CD pipeline. How can going to monitor these things also we are going to learn. Okay, great.
It will be card from scratch,
Yes,
from
yes,
a layman
from
can be.
scratch, please. Okay. Yes,
Okay.
only from the scratch. Okay, very basics.
Okay.
Uh,
And another
yeah,
question, after this course, I'm working as a Python developer, and after this, what are the positions I can apply for?
yeah. I'm going to discuss on this part. Okay, I'm going to discuss on this part.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Lati, you can go ahead. Lati, are you there? Okay, okay. No worries. You can just drop the message. Okay, Harish, you can go ahead.
Do we need to have a paid tier of AWS or GCP for this course?
Yeah, we require the free tier. Okay, for this course, for the AWS, and Azure also, right? So we require the free tier account, okay, and that will be sufficient for us for the deployment purpose and utilizing different AI services. Okay, so I will going to showcase. I have prepared the documentation, so I will going to share this documentation. How can create your resource or set up the account. Okay, I will going to share up, and later part I'll whenever I'm going to start that point, I'm going to cover up one by one service so that you'll get the more idea.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now it's audible.
Okay, thank you. I just want to check to know if this program is good or how we're going to integrate AI into cybersecurity practice. Is that going to happen here?
Yeah, great. Actually, okay, I am working in the banking domain and cybersecurity department itself. Okay, so I have implement multiple use cases over there and the cybersecurity perspective. And there, whenever we are going to utilize this generative and agentic AI solution, na guys. So in that case, we need to take care of this. What are the scenario different right scenario we have to take into consideration that can be attack our application, generative or agentic AI, and how we can protect this application. So let me showcase one example here. OWS ASP top 10. Okay, this is the OW ASP for top 10. Okay, so just to go to the documentation. So recently I work on this. Okay, so this is the top 10 for this agentic AI, guys. Okay, this is for top 10 for agentic AI. Let's suppose, let me go just back, just 1 second. For LLMs, I will showcase this LLMs. Okay, this is the top 10 for the large language model. Whenever we are going to utilize this large language model for our building this AI application, in that case, we have the different scenario that application can be target or this attacker will target this application. Okay, so in that case, we have to protect these applications. So this is how we can see the prompt injection will be there, the sensitive information disclosure will be there, supply chain will be there, model poisoning will be there, improper handling, output handling will be there, agency excessive system prompt leakage. Okay, some of the attacker what will do, so they will apply our whenever you're going to build this application, whenever you're going to productionize, so that end user, end client will going to utilize this. But some of the attacker what will do, they're going to change this system prompt, they change the behavior of this LLM application so that they misuse the data, they can extract the data, but we have to restrict this system prompt leakage, we have to prompt injection, we have to restrict the sensitive information, we have to restrict. So these are the some of the cyber security. Okay, these are the some of the cyber security implementation we have to implement inside the whenever we are going to apply some LLMs. But let's suppose we are going to build the agentic AI applications. Okay, so whenever we are going to build this agentic AI OS top 10 for agentic AI. Okay, this is for agentic AI. Okay, so in this is the OSW ASP for top 10 agentic AI application. Whenever we are going to build this agentic AI application, we need to consider this security concern with respect to cyber security. Whenever this attacker is going to attack on our application, we need to protect this application. In that case, this is the whenever we're going to utilize this LLMs, we have to enter this top 10 OSP or WASP, and whenever we're going to utilize this agentic AI or agent, in that case, we have to integrate this top 10 major controls. Okay, so let me download this. It has given this what are the okay, what is the error scheme? Okay, it is given that what is the attacker might attack this scenario. What are the scenario, right? Is given what are the protection for the particular scenario. Let's suppose this is the scenario. Okay, this is the scenario agent goal hijack. Let's suppose we are going to build the one of the agent, and this attacker, right? Attacker will going to hijack this goal agent. What is the agent we are designed? So it is going to hijack that agent. In that case, we are going to understand what is the scenario, what is the common example of vulnerability, what are the example of attack scenario, and what are the prevention and mitigation guideline. Okay, like so let's suppose we have to implement the different tools. Well, because we know, right, the MCP as of now, we are not directly integrate this LLM with the tools. We are going to implement this. We are going to implement the MCP servers, right, where we are going to expose the different tools, and from this tool, we are going to extract this context for this LLM applications. In that case, this tool might be misused, right, exploit. In that case, we have to understand what is the scenario, how can mitigate this. Okay, these are the different scenario, and we have to implement this scenario so that what are the application we are going to build, and this application will be secure and will be controlled, right? So we have to control in the Likewise, we have the different cyber security, like some of the money laundering will be there. Okay, some of the credit card fraud detection will be there in the banking, right? We have to understand this. Okay, so in that case also we are going to build this some of the applications so that we can secure this application. That is very important.
Thank you. Next question is, I think it will also be good for a DevSecOps role.
Do you have security, right?
DevSecOps role, DevOps security.
Yeah, you can see here. So in this session, right, we are going to, but here in this session, okay, not majorly on the day of security, guys. Okay, in this definitely you can see here what are the course I have content in this course. Not okay, two sessions will be there. Okay, two sessions will be there. How can 2 to 3 sessions will be there? How can monitor? How can secure our applications? Okay, how can monitor? How can secure your applications? Okay, with the help of different scenario, okay, different measures. By taking the measures and controls we can say, right, but this is not a right completely in the day or security side. Okay, because security I know it required much time, 3 months, 2 months of this time period is required to complete this security aspect. Okay, but in this course we are not expecting too much details for the security perspective, but I will give the instruction guidelines how can secure manage one of the application. Okay, 2 3 sessions will be there for the security side, how can manage, how can control that applications. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, great. So yeah, any other doubt? Yeah, this course is also helpful for the DBA professional also, guys. Okay, so why, how you can see in the database administration, right? We have the database administration, and we are going to have this right different workflows or pipelines. We are going to access management, right? You can going to take care of this, but how this AI will be helpful, right? So this course, right, you are not making into ties into completely AI, but for the your role, database administration purpose, let's suppose we are going to align this permission to the different user. As of now, we are going to have this manual script, but how can you utilize this AI in your job application? How can build this script? How can manage your access management control using the AI tool, AI agent? Okay, in that case, let's suppose some of the data I'm going to access. So in the data pipeline, I'm going to create one of the agent. This agent will be trigger this pipeline to get the data, and in that case, we can right we can provide the controls. Okay, so you can provide the control over the roles. Okay, particular access to particular data table, particular schema, particular database. We can restrict this your particular permission using this AI script or AI agent. Okay, in that case, definitely this will be helpful for you. After learning this course, what job position can I apply? I'm the Jama. Okay, I will going to discuss. Okay, what are the role we are going to apply? Can you put that link in the chat? Okay, this link you want? Okay, let me share. This is the important guys. Okay, so later part I will going to discuss and implement this also. Do not have to worry about as of now. Okay, fine. Okay, great. Okay, no worry. Any questions so far? Okay, no questions. All right. So let me. Yes.
Sir, like you told about Hugman's profile, like GitHub profile, Hugman profile. What is the Hugman profile?
Okay, Hugging Face profile. Okay, Hugging Face profile is nothing but the where we are going to deploy our model. Okay, Hugging Face profile is nothing but the where we are going to deploy, where we are going to manage our applications. Okay, Hugging Face. Okay, this is the Hugging Face. Okay, if you go to the Hugging Face, we can see here we can build our model. We can deploy this our model to this platform. We can utilize the different database. We are going to create the different pace. Okay, this is the whenever we are going to utilize this. Okay, you can see here the different paces are created. Okay, this is the, let's suppose this is the different users. Okay, this users has created different paces so that we can utilize this paces. Okay, let's suppose this is the image. Okay, demo playground, free platform access the multiple AI models. Okay, this is the one platform. Some person has created this platform. Okay, this is the Hugging Face, and they have deployed this right this model. So we are going to create this Hugging Face profile, and we are going to, let's suppose I'm going to ask this one of the question. Okay, it is not running. Okay, it's verifying. Okay, let's suppose I'm going to ask this. What is the capital of Indonesia? It is giving this answer. Okay, so this is how we can deploy our code. You can see the if you go to the files now, you can see here the files are there. Okay, here you can see the README file, Docker file is there. He has deployed this file, this application is the Docker file. Okay, you can see the Docker file is there. Okay, from this, okay, this is the Docker file is created, and he has deployed this in this Hugging Face profile. Okay, so you can see this is the person, and this person has deployed this many paces. Okay, so likewise we are going to create our Hugging Face profile, and we are going to deploy this different models, different project. Okay, we are going to deploy in this Hugging Face profile. Okay, so this is the applications we are going to deploy. We are going to utilize this different models. Okay, from this Hugging Face profile. Okay, so that is the important of
So in
Hugging Face.
that Hugging Face profile, we can see our code also, like whatever visual code, whatever we are going to prepare in that profile, we can see the code also, or
Yes, we
just
can able to see. Yes, we are able to see the code also. Okay, you can see
it's a
this is the
open
source code
platform.
available. You can see here the source code available, app.py and config.py file. You can see the source code is available. So what are the code we are going to develop on this VS code? We are going to deploy on this Hugging Face profile. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the production. This is the one kind of application where you can directly utilize this. Okay. So this is the application is running, right? So I can utilize this application, right? Anyone can utilize this application. So this is how we are going to build our applications. We are going to develop our code, and we are going to deploy first of all on the Hugging Face. Once we get the idea how can deploy on the Hugging Face, later part I will going to deploy on the Azure and AWS cloud. Okay.
Okay. Sir, in real time, like in real world, what is the example of agentic AI? Like you tell ChatGPT is a generative AI, then agentic AI in real world, what is the example? Like for AWS or IBM, whatever. So
Yeah,
any
yeah.
idea?
Yes. There are lots of application guys. Okay, lots of application of agentic AI. So now you can see one of the basic example I will give to you. Okay, let's suppose some very basic example, which I work on this use case. Okay, let me showcase this part. Let's suppose you got the one application for the loan approval. Okay, well, you got the one use case. Okay, so let's discuss this use case. So you got this applications. Okay, fine. So let's suppose this is the loan application. Okay, guys. Okay, this is the loan application. Okay, so one of the user, right? One of the user is apply for this loan, and it is loan can be anything, right? This loan can be right business loan. Okay, loan can be business loan, or loan can be any personal loan. Okay, or loan can be educational loan, right? It can be different profile, different loan. Okay, let's suppose business loan, we have the SOP is different, right? The SOP will be different, means SOP for the business loan will be different. SOP for this business loan will be different. Okay, and SOP for this education loan will be different. Okay, these are the, let's suppose we have the three types of loan: business loan, personal loan, and education loan. There are the different also mortgage loan, okay, home loan. Okay, there are the multiple types of home loan, right? There are the different types of loan available. Okay, but for the business loan we have the different procedures, right? State of purpose, state of performance, right? Means this is the we can say state of procedure. Okay, to execute this loan. Okay, there will be set up rules to execute this business loan. But let's suppose, right, the person is applying for one of the role as a business loan. Now we are going to have this. We are going to create one of the agent. Okay, we are going to create this one of the agent. So by agent, what will this agent will going to trigger? Okay, whenever this agent, let's suppose this business, right? This one user is going to apply for this business loan. Okay, it will going to, first of all, it will going to fill this form. Okay, form filling will be there. Okay, once this form this user has filled, it will going to validate. Okay, this first agent, what will do? This first agent, it will going to validate. Okay, it will going to validate the information. Okay, it will going to validate this information. What are the information is, right? Validate information filled by this user. Okay, so let's suppose some of the information is missing out, then it will going to trigger, right? It will going to trigger this. It will going to pop up this message back to the again to the user, so that user can refill with this form again. Okay, and let's suppose the what are the information is filled, it is correct. It will going to validate this agent, and then another agent. Okay, so there will be another agent will be placed. Okay, agent 2 will be there. So the agent 2 will be So validate this. What are the documents required for this? Okay, let's suppose this user has provided some documentation also, right? It has provided collect the document. Next step is to collect the documents. Okay, it's going to collect the documents, and let's suppose some of the document is missing. Then this agent will be trigger back, and it will going to it will going to provide some information to the user. You are missing out this document. Let's provide this document. So then again, this user will provide this particular documents. Okay, to this agent two. Agent two will be right. It will check what are the document missing, and then based upon that, it will going to check now the document is collected. Okay, then after the document is collection. Okay, after this successful document collection, it will go to the agent 3. Okay, and then the agent 3 will be create this check the credit history. Okay, it will going to check this. Once this validation, 2 checks are created, right? Validation input form is correct and the required document is submitted. This check is 2 check are completed, corrected. Then it will go for the third agent. Third agent, what will do? It will going to check the some of the condition. Okay, this third agent will going to check some of the condition. If you state condition, it will going to check what is the credit history. Okay, credit history, it will going to check credit score and all this thing. It will going to check, and based upon that, it will check what is the loan amount. Okay, what is the loan amount is applied. Okay, other parameter also it will going to check, but these are the important, right? Credit history and loan amount, and based upon that, it will going to decide, right, whether this we require to the final agent, right? The main agent will be there. Okay, we are going to create this main agent, and it will going to we are going to provide some prompt instruction to this main agent. Okay, we are going to create the prompt instruction to main agent so that it will based upon this what are the input received from this different agent. It will going to make a decision, final decision. It will going to make a final decision, and based upon that, it will going to make a final decision whether this loan is approved or declined. Okay, this is the one of the use cases. Okay, this is the one of the use case, real industry. This is the one use case. But apart from this use cases, guys, okay, there are the multiple use cases. Okay, there are the multiple use cases you can see in the industries going on. Okay, let's suppose simple use case. Let me give another use case. The data validation. Okay, let's suppose we are fetching the data from the different databases. Okay, in the database we have to validation, right? We have to create the test cases also. Some of the test case scenario, right? Test case scenario. We are going to create this manually. As of now, no one is going to create this test case scenario manually. Everyone is going to create this test scenario with the help of AI, right? AI based test case scenario. Okay, so this test case scenario, once this validate, it will check, right? This first of all validation will be there. This agent will be validation agent. It will going to validate this test case scenario. It will check what is the input source, what is the target source, and based upon that, it will going to trigger this pipeline. Okay, this is very simple. Okay, agent where we can implement this AI applications. Okay, for this one of the AI. Then we have this, right? Different. Let's suppose some of the use case. Let's suppose there is a use case. Let's suppose the daily I want to get the summary of this daily news. Okay, let's suppose there is a use case. We have the summary of the daily newspaper. Okay, so let's suppose otherwise what will do blog writing. Okay, so one of the blog writing agentic AI system will be there. Okay, blog writing. So one agent what will do? So agent one we are going to create. It will go into agent two and agent three. We are going to create the different agent. The agent will going to create right. The first agent will going to right. It is web search. Okay, or you can say content search. Content search. Then another agent will be the writer agent. Writer agent will be there. Another agent will be this compiler. Okay, and then fourth agent will be there. Validation. Okay, so this is the validation agent will be there. Okay, validation. So it is going to write, someone is going to compile, and then it's going to validate. Okay, so this is how we can create the blog writing purpose also. This is the famous example, very famous example, blog writing, content writing. In that case, we are going to create the different agent. One agent will be do the one content research, web search, will collect the information. Another agent will going to write this information. Another agent it will going to review that information. Okay, this is the reviewer. Okay, reviewer. It will going to review and it will going to validate the finalize. Okay, it is going to finalize this content. Okay, it is going to finalize the blog. Okay, this is the one example here. Another example of this whenever you are going to migrate this data from this one source to another source, right? Whenever data migration is there. Okay, data migration also. In that case, we are going to utilize this agent so that you can validate this. It is a very simple, but very complex will be there. Okay, in this picture, and this is the loan approval agent. Okay, in this loan approval, we have to take the different right for the different loans. We have the different SOP, and based upon this different SOP, we have to fill the form. We have to validate as per this SOP. This whether this form is filled, either this SOP, this document is collected or not, or other, as per this, we have to validate this. And after this validation, we have this third agent will be going to deeps. Okay, deep agent will be there, so it will going to understand credit history, loan amount, right? Based upon that, this main agent will be going to make a final decision. Okay, so this how we are going to utilize the some of the agentic AI application in the practice, okay, in the real world.
So this agent, what we are creating, sir, using LLM. So suppose I have created agent one, agent two. So from endpoint users, how they will visible, like from where they can put the input. Are they are going to get this agent directly to endpoint, or it is in backend?
Okay, so yeah, we can see here this agent. I can see we have to design the architects first of all. Okay, we have to define the triggers. Okay, first of all, you can see this agent will be there in this place. Okay, so we have to first of all design the architect. Okay, complete workflow we have to design. Okay, how this flow is there. Okay, so first of all, we have to design this architect, complete architect flow. In this architect, let's suppose this is the ingestion pipeline. Let's suppose we are going to have the data, and this data we are going to, let's suppose we are going to store in the Azure block storage. Okay, Azure block storage, we are going to maintain our data. Let's suppose Azure block storage or Azure data lakes. Okay, whenever we are going to put our data inside this Azure block storage, then there will be triggers. Okay, we have to integrate some triggers. Okay, Azure functions. Okay, Azure functions, or we are going the logic app. Okay, Azure logic app, we are going to utilize this. Okay, so this is nothing but the triggers. It is a different triggers will be there. Once the data is available on this in this block storage, it will going to trigger this. Okay, this we are going to write some script for this trigger purpose. Once the data available on this data, it will going to trigger this. And what will do? Let's suppose the data is available in the audio data, and we have to get this data into the transcript. Okay, let's suppose we are going to get the data in the transcript. So what will happen? This is the one pipeline. Okay, this is the one pipeline here, audio to transcript. We are getting the text data. So when this data file is loaded inside this blob storage, then this pipeline will be trigger. Okay, this pipeline is going to trigger based upon these triggers, based upon the data available. It will going to trigger this. It will get this context. Okay, we are getting the transcript here, and this transcript is going to utilize this another pipeline. Okay, what is another pipeline? We are using the text data. Transcript is nothing but the text data, and we are utilizing this text data for the drawing the key insight. Okay, drawing the, let's suppose, key insight from this data, audio data. Okay, what are the key insight? So this is how we are going to design a different triggers here. So now for that purpose, let's suppose this one agent, we are going to build this one agent for this one agent one. This is for audio to transcribe purpose, and this is agent two. We are going to create this for this text to the key insight. Okay, draw the key insight so that business can understand what is the issue that product people having, right? So it will going to, we are going to create the one dashboard here. So this agent, right? So this agent are there in the place in the execution pipeline. Okay, this pipeline, while executing this, we are going to build this agent. In this agent, what will do? We are going to utilize the LLM models, and we are going to utilize the prompt engineering. Okay, we are going to utilize some prompt engineering. Sometimes we might require some tools, API calls. Okay, some API call will be required. Some external tool might be required. Some business logic we need to write in the Python logic. Okay, so that can be different. It can be different vary. So this agent is nothing but the nothing else. It is just a we are going to create the LLMs. We are going to utilize LLMs, or we are any models, or we are in the API calls, tools, Python script, and we are going to create one agent. Likewise, we are creating different agents. This agent will be there while executing these different pipelines. Okay, so let's suppose we are asking this question. Let's suppose this we are asking here. We are user is asking the question here. Okay, how many issue over there last weeks or the last few months? Okay, then it will going to draw the insight from this the engine, right? Draw the insight from this dashboard. It will get this output, right? It will ask the question. It will get this output here. Okay, what are the issue? What is the particular issue for the particular product or particular, right? So that this user can get this right from this dashboard. so that business can know, right, what is the issue of the particular project, what are the major issue, what are the major challenges, okay, where this issue is coming from, right? So they can understand that trend, so that they can know that about the business, okay, about their product. Okay, for that purpose, we are going to build this different agent. This agent can be the pipe, this part of internal process, or agent can be utilized for this creation the dashboard, or agent can be utilized for the answering the question answering also. This different scenario, different place, this agent will be placed. Okay.
Got it, sir.
Okay, great. So yeah.
These agent also link to each other, like we tell
Yes.
CI/CD.
Yes. Yes.
So that for linking each other, what we use, like suppose agent one, agent two. So I have to link each other. So any tool we are going to use, like as you told, like for Azure Bob Storage, we for linking, like the diagram was there, no? Uh,
Mhm. Okay.
Azure
So
Bob,
now, yeah. For that
Azure
purpose, yeah, I got your point. Okay.
junk
So now you can
function.
see, yeah, you can see here. Okay. So in this integration purpose, right? In the integration purpose, let's suppose this one agent is done the task, right? So in
Mhm.
that case, we require the multi-agent framework. Okay, we require the multi-agent framework. In the multi-agent framework, what will happen? So one tool is work is done. Okay, one tool work is done. Then it will going to hand up to the another tool, another agent. Okay, there is a handoff concept is there. So I will discuss this part. Okay, let's suppose here is the best example. Okay, this is the best example. Let's suppose this user one, right? Agent one is creating this web content, searching the web content. This what are the web content, right? It has search. It will going to hand up to this agent two, so that this agent two will be going to utilize this information for the writing purpose. Likewise, with this agent two, what is the written information? It will going to review. This agent three will be going to review. So in that case, we are going to utilize this agent handoff. Okay, this is the handoff is nothing but we are going to write the logic, Python logic here. Okay, we are going to write some Python logic to link this. Okay, what are the content we are getting? We are going to pass this content here. What are the written content we are going to pass for review? What are the review content we are going to pass for the finalization? So this is the called agent handoff. Okay, agent handoff, agent delegation means what are the content it is having output. We are going to pass the input of this output of this agent 2. We are going to pass the input of this agent 3. Output of this agent 3. We are going to pass the agent 4 out input, so that we will get this final output. Okay, so this is
Okay.
called handoff, agent of handoff, and we are for that purpose we have to write some logic here, guys. Okay, it is not automatically it will happen. It we have to link using this logic writing in the Python code. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So tomorrow possibly I will showcase the one workflow also possibly. Okay, no worry. Okay. So any other doubt, guys?
So the batch will be from Monday to Saturday or Monday to Friday?
Monday to Saturday.
Saturday also will be there.
Yeah. Agent is the same like a microservice concept. It's a kind of okay, guys. Agent is a right. It is a let's suppose agent is a nothing but the orchestrator. Okay, so it can say the kind of microservices like you can say right containerization, Docker is the microservices, right? So where can you utilize this orchestration, right? Or main orchestrator, right, to execute the different containers, manage and scale, right? Likewise, we can have this agent. We have the it is the orchestrator to the different agents. It's a kind of okay. It is a kind of like that similar. Yes, Kathy, correct. Nadim, any questions? As of now, I don't have this right LinkedIn profile. Later part, I will discuss on this part. Okay, how you can build up, how you can write, including your profile also. Okay, no worry. I can see one hand is raised. Lali, yeah, you have any questions? Okay, no worry. Okay, great. So here I supposed to write showcase some of the example, guys. Okay, let me showcase some of the examples of this AI. So these are the applications AI example, guys. Okay, if you see here, okay, the personalized learning, right? Personalized learning. Let's suppose I don't know, right? What is this generative AI? What is the agentic AI, right? I don't know as of now. Okay, but let's suppose some of the right student is there. Okay, 10 class, 5th class student is there, and who don't know what is the generative AI, agentic AI. But let's suppose we have to explain these complex things into the very small, to make it simpler and explain to the, like we are explaining to the fifth class student or 10th class student. Like we have to break down this concept, very complex content, into very simple form with the help of this AI applications, right? So this is the one of the best example, guys. Okay, as of now, we can see, as of now, most of the student, most of the training, most of the learning, okay, most of the times we are utilizing the AI ChatGPT. ChatGPT nothing but one kind of generative applications, generative product is there, right? So they have just created the interface. We can ask this question to the LLM model at the back end, so that LLM model can access, understand user input, and it will go to output, so that it will make simpler. Why it is simpler? Let's suppose one person is expert of the particular domain. Let's suppose I'm okay. Let's suppose we have the some math problem. Okay, some of the reasoning problem is there, but let's suppose I'm not able to solve, right? The 10%, right? 10 class, right? This is not able to solve this question. Okay, and then how this LLM is going to solve? Because LLM is trained on billions of data, which is trained. So it has knowledge of different language as well as different the concept over the internet data. So that based on that data, it will going to understand, and based upon understand, it will going to give that, transfer that knowledge to the user, end user. Okay, so this how we can break down this, right, complex task or any, right, any query into the simple form. In the mostly in the industry, learning industry, purpose, for learning purpose, we are going to utilize this AI application. The translation. Let's suppose this some document is in the different language, Spanish language. I don't know the Spanish language. I want to learn, right? Otherwise, I cannot understand this language. I cannot understand this document. I cannot understand this email. If this is written in the different language, otherwise I need to learn that and I can understand. But you can see, make it very simple. You can make it translation use case. Okay, we can make the translate one language to another language. Very simple and very within the time, or within the short period of time. Why? The LLM large language model are trained on that language data. It has the knowledge of this language, grammar, which is structured, it is how we can construct this object sentence. Okay, it has the knowledge. We'll discuss later part what is the LLM model. As of now, we are not going to learn. Okay, but later part we are going to showcase in the tomorrow, day after tomorrow, what is the large language model. We are going to discuss. But this large language model is utilized for the translation. Let's suppose I have the English language letter. Okay, but I don't know what is the English language. Okay, so I want to understand in the different language, Hindi, Marathi, or a Bengal, right? Any other language. Okay, so in that case, I will go into language, give the LLM of ChatGPT or Gemini or Grok. Okay, any AI application, I'm going to give this. I'm going to translate to my mother language, mother tongue, so that I can easily read, I can understand. So this is the good application of this translation task also. The draw the insight. Let's suppose we don't know the right. Let's suppose we have the diagnosis, report diagnosis, medical, some of the diagnosis, right? So we have just diagnosis some of the right disease, and we have report, but we don't know the what is the report is saying, that because we are, it's difficult for to understand the medical report because we don't have the knowledge, domain knowledge. But whenever we are going to provide this medical report to the chat GPT or any other tools, this model, right, this LLM model is going to summarize this result. Okay, it is going to extract all the details from this report. It will going to analyze, and it will going to make the summary of this. It will going to draw the insight very easily, and we can understand. We can explain the our language very summary. Okay, so that we can understand what is this report is saying about. So this is a very good example, right? As of now, everyone is utilized for the medical report analysis purpose. Then document summarization. Okay, let's suppose we have the document book is there. Okay, and some article is there, or some document is there, or some news is there, or some research paper is there. Okay, let's suppose I want to publish the research paper, but for that publication I need to read some research paper. Okay, before, right? So I need to some groundwork, right? I need to understand the news, but I don't have the time to read this news. So in that case, what I'll do? So we want to summarize this news article, book article, or document or research paper. In that case, also we are going to utilize this the AI application like ChatGPT, Generative AI, or we can going to build. I will going to build this application also later part. I can going to build this application for the summarization, question answer purpose also showcase. Okay, but we can this ChatGPT. Okay, let's suppose we are going to provide this some PDF document, or we are going to provide this books, news. Okay, or we are going to provide this to the ChatGPT. It is going to write. It is going to summarize it. Okay, short words, simple words. This is the one other use case of this agentic AI applications, generative AI. Then we create, analyze different images, video, audio data, right? We can create this different image data, text data, audio data, video data. We can create. As of now, there is a lots of, right? If you see one of the survey guys, okay, 90%, right? You can say 70%, 50% of the content on the web, right? On the Instagram, right? All this content is a AI content most of the right times, because they are utilizing this AI, ChatGPT, Meta Llama, Grok, okay, Gemini, okay. They are utilizing the different AI tools to create these images, create the uh, audios, videos, okay, from this AI tools. The content writing, right? As of now, the content writing, you can see in the content writing, we have the report writing, blog writing, email writing, script writing, book writing, research writing, article writing, video, audio making, right? Productionize. So this all this content writing we are making simple with the help of this large language models. Okay, from this large language model, we are going to build up the AI applications, and this AI application will be helpful for this report writing, or sometimes we have to blog writing, email writing also, right? So for that purpose, we are going to utilize this. Then email and document and automation also. Okay, in the email, let's suppose we got the thousands of email, which is not possible for a woman to write, see the all the emails and get the reply on the within the short period of time. In that case, we can implement this our AI application, so that once this email is received, we can read it and we can drop this email and we can pass to the human. We can automatically reply to the email also. Okay, so this how we can do this email writing automation or document question answer. In the question answer, let's suppose we have the personal document. You can see personal document, right? We can utilize in the chat GPT. Okay, we can going to disclose, but it is not recommended to disclose your personal document. But in the business guys, okay, in the real time, whenever we are in one industry, we cannot have the access to the data which can be uploaded on the chat GPT, Gemini tools. In that case, then how do we can build up the, how can get the question on this? We cannot disclose, we cannot disclose the data to chat GPT, right, on the source. So in chat GPT, what will do? They are going to store this data for the training purpose. They are clearly mentioned. This data will be utilized for the storing and training purpose, retraining purpose, for the model improvement. They clearly mention this. So that is the reason we cannot put our data into the chat GPT open source data anywhere. This is a restriction. Then in that case, we need to build a chat GPT like application. Okay, so that we can have this question and into our data. For that purpose, we require some building the RAG architecture. Okay, so in that case, we are going to build the RAG architecture. What is the RAG architecture? How can provide our data in the vector format to the this LLM context with the help of different retrievals, and it will get this context and we will get to generate the response based upon our data. So that this how business, how, let's suppose there is a HR policy documents are there. We are going to build a one chatbot which will help to the answer this HR related document. Some of the banking related compliance policy document will be there compliance. This HR, this chatbot will be helpful for this understand the complex policy document, and based upon that document we're going to answer that only. So this is how there are the multiple use cases of the generative AI on the document. So we can use it for the document question answer purposes. Okay, then you can see the smart reply and writing, auto reply to WhatsApp message, email reply, rewrite the message politely, summarize the log chart articles. Okay, this is how we can utilize the customer support automation. This is a very large application is going on, guys. Okay, in this field. Okay, so you can see in the, if you have the different product platform, right, e-commerce platform like Amazon, Flipkart, Alibaba, right? We have the different platforms, right? In the different countries, we have the different e-commerce platform or delivery platform, right? We have the different, right, different platforms. Okay, where we need customer support. We are going to purchase our product, different product as per our requirement, and then once we have the some query related to our product, in that case we need to resolution. We need resolution about that particular product. So how, we have to, right, we have to interact with this their support team so that we'll get this question answer, right? Sometimes this, right, sometimes this user available might not available throughout this 24/7, right? Sometimes it is a holiday, a Sunday, it is a Saturday, not available. In that case, it's really difficult to sort this, right, sort of period of time, the manual automation, manual. In that case, it is better, right, to have this working by 24/7 throughout this, right, weekdays and weekend, so that whenever we have the issue is coming up, we are going to resolve with the help of this AI agent. Okay, so this AI agent, what it will do, it will going to handle this frequently question answer. It will going to reply this ticket. It will going to provide the order status. It will going to troubleshoot if is there any issue related to product. It will give you the guidelines. It will going to try to troubleshoot your right, and then it will escalate. If the very complex issue, in that case, it will going to escalate to the human. So now the human will be at the last stage. Okay, now as of now, you guys might experience these things. Okay, if you are anywhere as of now, most of the things, right, we are utilizing this product, any service from the different organization, different product organization. In that case, we are going to directly not going to deal with human in the loop. Okay, let first of all, we are going to deal with this agent, AI agent. And this AI agent will try to resolve your questions. If this issue is not resolvable, in that case, it will pass to the user. But 90%, 80% the work from the woman is reduced by this using the AI agent. You can imagine how many people are required, right, to handle this user queries, right? There are lots of people, billions of people using their particular service. Let's suppose call handling, right? Product Amazon over this Amazon, Flipkart, right? Millions of billions of people are utilizing the particular products. In that case, it's difficult to handle this manually. It will take lots of time to resolve that particular issue, right? In that case, it's how this frequently, right? Customer support automation using the AI agent that will be it is going to handle this user query, it will respond this user tickets. It will going to take this, right? It will provide the resolution to the user. Okay, so this is a very good application of this AI agent in this customer support automation. Then you can see for the code and DevOps automation. Okay, in the code and DevOps automation, we can say generate the code, write the different use cases, test cases, validate the test cases. That is also important. Okay, initially we are going to write this manually test cases, right? We have to validate, but as of now, we are going to utilize the AI agent to write the test cases and validate also. Now we are utilized for debug and bug fixing, and then create the CI/CD config, CI/CD integration, CI/CD monitoring purpose also. Okay, containerization, dockerization purpose also, and data migration also. We are going to utilize this DevOps automation, AI agent. Okay, and BPA, right? BPO, BPA, right? Business process automation. Yeah, read this invoices, forms, PDFs, extract the data, validate the rules, and trigger the workflows. So that based upon that, it will going to approve, make a payment, or make a alerts. In that case, also it is very important. And decision and insight automation. Okay, marketing and advertise purpose also. As of now, you can see the marketing purpose, guys. Okay, the marketing purpose, this AI tool is being lots of use. Okay, in the marketing and advertise purpose. Okay, because in the marketing, right, let's suppose in the here, let's suppose we have the different product on the Amazon. Okay, but this product, you can see there are thousands of products. You can imagine here. Let me show you this part. I will not take you much time, guys. Okay, just a few minutes. I will going to cover up this. Okay, Amazon. Okay, this is the Amazon. And in this Amazon, guys, okay, let's suppose this is one product. Okay, let's suppose this is the laptop. Okay, what is this? Okay. Okay, so now you can see this is the laptop, right? This is the product, and this is the description is provided about this product. Okay, this is the product. You can see this is the just a 60% off trading product from the emerging business. Just latest scalp massager, the solar powered scalp massager. Okay, so this description about this product, right? You can see this is the description. Do you think we are going to write this manually? No, initially, right, there are some persons, product manager will be there, so right, product associate will be there to write the description about the product. As of now, this product description will be written by AI agent. Okay, no one is going to write this product description manually. Okay, there are the lots of thousands of product, every possible product possible to write this manually. Initially, they was there. Okay, because there was initially lots of people are required to write the description, check the unvalidate purpose. But as of now, all this product we don't require to provide this description manually. This AI agent will going to base upon this description, based upon this image, based upon the provided context, it will going to write this description. We don't require the manual effort here. Okay, so this is the reason. So now let's suppose this is the images, guys. Okay, this is the AI image generated, right? So this is the just the prompt. We have to give the prompt, and based upon this prompt, we have to create the AI based images. Okay, so this is the reason most of the industry, right, as of now, this is the for the marketing purpose, advertise purpose. Okay, right in the description of the product, we are going to utilize this AI. Okay, so analyze the dashboard logs, auto-generate the insight, risks, and recommendation based upon the manual analysis. Let's suppose what will happen. We are going to produce this product. Okay, next time whenever we are going to visit, right? Whenever I am going to visit to this website, let's suppose I have purchased this laptop. Okay, this laptop. Whenever I am going to next time I am going to visit, okay, it will going to pop up, right? It will going to showcase this some kind similar kind of product. Why? Is there any reason? Why it is showing that particular types of product whatever we have purchased already? Anyone any know what is the reason here? Now you can see, so here you can see guys, okay, so why I'm getting this right recommendation. Let's suppose I'm going to utilize, I have purchased particular product, but whenever I'm going to next time, whenever I'm going to visit this site, why I'm getting this particular product recommendation? Because this right Amazon platform utilize our user data. Okay, it will understand the data, it will understand the patterns. Okay, what is the user is like, what is the likes, what is the wish list, okay, what is the cards, product in the cards. Okay, based upon that, based upon this all the data, it will going to understand the data patterns. Okay, understand the user preferences, understand the data patterns, and based upon this data patterns and user preferences, it is going to provide the product recommendation whether this user is going to visit next time. Okay, so this is a very good example of product recommendation on this different platforms. And another example of this is nothing but the, let's suppose we are utilizing this YouTube, right? In the YouTube, we are going to watch the videos, we are going to audio, right? In that case, whenever we are going to exit, right? Next time we are going to visit this YouTube, in that case, we'll get this, right? We'll get the same kind of music, we'll get the same kind of video. Why? Because they are utilizing this recommendation system. We are going to, they are utilize this user information. They are going to track this user information, user preferences, user likes, user watch, right? User watch, what is the pattern of the watch history. Then it will utilize this, what is the likes given by user, what is the dislikes is given by user, right? So it will based upon that information, it is going to give this particular recommendation. You can next time you can get this that video might be like, right? So that is the reason they are giving the same kind of video recommendation for you also. Okay, let's suppose there is a two user who like the similar kind of content. Then one user in content will pass to the next user, so that based upon their watch history, based upon their preference, based upon their likes and content, they are going to provide this the recommended to the another user also, so that this user can like that, so that you can watch that. So this how in the YouTube, in the different right platform, we have the audio, video, right, product, right? In that platform, they are utilizing the product recommendation, so that their product will reach to the maximum people, so that this can be reach can be maximum, so that generate the leads, okay, through the marketings. This is the very big, okay, very big at the market. They are utilizing the very big application of this AI. They utilize for the product recommendation, marketing, generate the leads. Okay, so that for the further purpose, they are utilizing this AI applications to, at the end, what is the benefits of AI? So generate some revenue, generate some right revenue for the business by providing, by implementing this AI. Okay, and now as of now, right, the most of the right most of the people's right utilizing this AI tools, right, for the image generation, audio generation, video generation, content writing, editing purpose, text generation, right, the drafting purpose, content writing purpose. Most of the, as of now, you can see most of the people are utilizing this, right, all over the content on the YouTube. You can see in the Instagram, more than 50% of the content is generally from the AI generated. Okay, and some of the AI application we are utilizing the freelancing, creating the digital content, getting paid using the AI power tools. Okay, so this is also getting the creating the income opportunity. Okay, let me showcase one of the use case from this Upwork. So how we can utilize this AI tool for this for the freelancing purpose. Okay, so this is the Upwork platform. Okay, let me showcase this Upwork. Upwork is nothing but the, this is a very freelancing platform, guys. Okay, very good platform. This is a, we can utilize for this freelancing. Okay, now you can see here, just I have created a sample profile. You can see here the AI related, AI ML related need the innovative project. Okay, this is the, they have provided some budget, and based upon this skill set, we can implement this. Okay, this is the AI expert. Okay, OpenAI Anthropic API on LLM, OCR, RAG structure flows they require. They have provided this experienced AI developers. Okay, to build this application. Machine learning engineers required. Implement this LLM on the website, e-commerce website. You can see they have given this here. You can see this is the they have spent this dollar amount AI chatbot they want to build. Okay, so what is the skill required? Once this right from this course, once we complete it, we are in the position to build this kind of work. Okay, build this kind of AI chatbot, build this right RAG application, RAG architectures. Okay, so this kind of opportunity will be there for the freelancing also. Okay, you can definitely catch this opportunity and you can generate your second income also. Okay, so you can see seeking the tutor and teacher for helping me to learn this, build this AI bot for personal use case, Gemini Kanban etc. The budget is this one. Okay, the no load, low code, no code agent builder, the AI chatbot RAG. Okay, this is the very simple, right? Once we understood now, we can easily do this task. Okay, AI chatbot expert. Okay, AI ML specialist will be required, chatbot. Okay, what are the cores we are going to cover in this syllabus? Okay, so we are in the position, right? You can see here, we are going to cover in the very detail, end to end, so that you are in the position to develop your own chatbot applications for your business, for your personal use case. Not we are not utilizing only ChatGPT, guys. Okay, ChatGPT is just a tool, right? But we are creating our own ChatGPT like application, okay, industry level applications, so that this application will be utilized for this building the smart AI applications. Okay, solve the business problem. So far, any question, guys? Yes, now you can go ahead and ask your question. So, right, rest of the parts I will cover in the tomorrow session. No worry. But if you have any question, I will take your doubt. Any related to any syllabus, course content, or any particular your domain, right? You are fresher, right? If you are the
So,
experienced
so
person,
one last question. Sir,
yeah.
this video, then voice, whatever we are going to create as a LLM for that particular thing. So in Python, is it like different libraries or some different kind of framework are there? To for video is separate, for voice is separate. Is it like that?
Yes, yes, correct. So for this purpose, we have the LangChain, LangGraph, Trivia, Agno. These are the framework guys. Okay, so you can see. So let's suppose you have the image, right? Text data is there, right? So text data we can generally utilize the LLM models, right? Different LLM models you can handle this, right? And for that purpose, we require the LangChain framework to implement this as a AI as a whole package. Okay, we are going to build this AI application. For that AI application, we require some frameworks, and this framework is nothing but the LangChain, LangGraph, Crew AI, or AutoGen, or you can say PhiData. So these are the frameworks we are going to cover up in this course. In this why? So and you can let's suppose we have the image data. Let's suppose we have the image data. Let's suppose we have the audio data, video data. In that case, how we can utilize? So there will be the multi-model capability will be there. Okay, so LLM has the different capabilities, guys. Okay, LLM has the simple capability of just for the only deal with the text data. So let me showcase this part. Okay, this is the LLM. Okay, you can see this is the ChatGPT 5. So this LLM, let me open this LLM. So this whenever we are going to utilize this LLM, so this data can take the input as a text and image data. Okay, this model can take the text and image data and output as a text data. Okay, this model. But let's suppose I want to deal with this audio video data. Okay, we want to deal with the video data. In that case, how can deal with the video data? That is the question. So now you can see this is the Sora Pro model is there, right? So you can see Sora Pro or Sora model is there. So why this model is there? You can see this data, this model, utilize this, right? It will going to generate this audio and video also. Okay, we can provide this text or images based upon this text and image. It will going to generate this audio and video. This is the Sora model. So we have the different LLM models are there. Okay, so, okay, this is the called the different capabilities. Okay, this is called capability of LLM models. Some of the you can see text to speech models are there. Okay, real time you can see this is the real time model is there. Some of the audio models are there. Okay, this is the it will take the text, audio, and image data, and it will generate the text and audio data. Okay, so this is the GPT real-time data. So then we have this GPT audio mini. It will go into text and audio, and it will generate text and audio data. Means for the different application, we have the different capability of LLM. These are the different LLM models, guys. Okay, these are the different LLM models, but for the different capabilities. Okay, this is for the text and audio. This LLM is for the text and audio and image. This LLM is for this audio and image. Okay, audio and video data. This you can see this is for only text. So this is the capability of LLM models. These are the called capability of LLM models. This language model we are going to utilize. This language model we are going to utilize for this text generation, image generation, audio, video generation. But now you can see they have mentioned, right, chat GPT. Okay, they have mentioned this, they are using the GPT-5. So let's utilize this. What is this model? So this model, you can say it will take the image and text data and it will generate the text. Okay, it will take this image and input, image as input, text as input, and it will going to generate this text as output. Okay, this is the GPT-5 model. Okay, so let's suppose I want to utilize the different models. So I want to generate the audio or video. In that case, I'm going to utilize the Sora model. We are going to build the application for Soda. For you can see this is the text generation model, code generation, image generation, audio speech generation, structure output, function calling, response generation. These are the different models that we have. So we are going to see one by one. Okay, this is the text generation model. This is the code. We have the code. How we can utilize this code for text generation purpose. This is the code for the text generation, right? Code generation purpose. This is the for image and vision purpose, right? This is how it is going to create the images. This is the audio speech data. Okay, it is going to create the audio data by build the voice agent. Okay, transcribe this audio. So these are the different capability we can utilize this. And then you can interact with the MCP also. How we are going to build this MCP. Okay, we are going to understand. So you can see here in this course, we have covered this MCP also. You can see here, understand the, you can see here, okay, MCP introduction will be there. What is this MCP? What is the client? What is the server? We are going to understand. Then we are going to understand the architecture of this MCP with the different use cases. Then we are going to hands-on project on this real-time web search using the MCP, right, weather API. Then we are going to understand the multiple project in the different resources, different tools, client-server interaction with the help of MCP, and then there will be on project building with the help of some of the applications. Okay, so this is how we are going to understand MCP also. Then we are going to understand AWS SageMaker, Azure Cloud Services. Okay. Then we are going to understand this Agno framework. Okay, this is the multi-agent framework. Hands-on project will be there. Okay, hands-on project will be there. Then we can say the Agno framework will be, we are going to cover up. Then we are going to cover up this land graph, Creo AI. You can see this is the Creo AI. Okay, building this Creo AI agent. Okay, for the different application. What is the Creo AI agent? Then we are going to build this agentic RAG applications. Okay, agentic RAG will be there. Land graph will be there. Okay, so we are going to understand what is the land graph, how we can build the node edges, how can integrate the tools and agent, how can build this productionized application with the land graph. Okay, so this is how you can going to build in the very detail. So this is the LangChain is the framework. Like LangChain, land graph is the frameworks we are going to utilize for building this AI application. In this framework, we are going to understand different components of LangChain. What is the LangChain tools? What is the agent? What the memory component of the LangChain we are going to understand. Okay, so if you have any question, you can ask. Okay. Any questions so far?
Thank you, sir, for your time for questions and answers.
Okay,
No
great,
questions.
Okay, great. What technical challenges do you face from the student to complete this course? As per the previous experience, please specify. So now guys see, okay, so here, what is the, one of the things I observe, okay, so right, I'm expecting guys, okay, if you are dedicatedly, right, joining this course, I need your time, okay, at least for this class, we require 1.5 hour, okay, daily basis, and for your practice, 1 to 2 hours daily basis, okay. If you are devoting this time for this course, then you can join, otherwise it's not use case, okay, use really, because I'm going to explain this, okay, hands-on. This session will be there, theoretically some session will be theoretical, some session will be hands-on, practical project implementation will be there. But if you are just joining this course and you are not applying this right hands-on practice, then it will not be helpful, guys. Okay, you will learn, but will not be helpful that much of others we are doing the hands-on. Okay, so that is the reason I'm expecting from you guys. Okay, if you are really interested, if you have the time, right, you are able to devote the time, then you can enroll for this course. Okay, at least 1 2 hours your self-study and 1 2 hours for this course. Okay, at least 3 to 4 hours you have to spend on a daily basis, so that at the end of this course you will get the fruitful result. Otherwise, I'm not making the false commentary here. Okay, the peoples who are generally dedicated and we are spending time, right? Apart from this course, right? What are the I'm going to train here? I'm going to taught, right? I'm going to teach you. Okay, what are the things? But you need to some time available, right? To make a practice on this. What are the content I'm going to give the 100%, more than 100%. Okay, it is not going to complete within 2 months. It will take 3 months, 3.5 months to complete this course. But I require your dedication to complete this course. Okay, what happened actually? The people right learn this, but do not practice this. Okay, so this is the one challenges, right? One of the observation I see. Once we right go into one topic to another topic. Let's suppose we have covered the deep learning. We started NLP, deep learning, then we started generative. The people start right not revising the previous topic, they forget at the end of this 3 month 4 month time, right? The how then what we should be in position, you should be in the position to get ready for the jobs, right? You should be so that for that purpose you have to really you have to revise on the daily basis, you have to practice on the daily basis, so that at the end of this course we will get this job ready for the job. Okay, because in this project we are going to hands-on project will be there, hands-on different framework will be there, Python will be there, right? The different topic will be there, but I'm expecting from you guys, okay, to be hands-on practice from your side also. Assignment, I will going to provide the assignment. You have to should complete the assignment. If you're not doing the assignment, then what you can expect from me? Okay, so then we have to right. If you are expecting right the assignment, if you complete the assignment, I can right cooperate you more there. Means I can understand your dedication. You're right from the day one to last the class, we are having the dedications, we are doing the solving the assignment on the day-to-day basis, we are practicing, then in that case this course will be helpful for you. Okay, at the end, like I say, I believe, okay, this course will be very helpful at the end of this course. Okay, you will not learn any, okay, just simple basic, very basic level. You are learning in the 3 to 4 years, people having the knowledge in the industry, that kind of knowledge you will get from this course definitely. Okay, so this is the things, but I require your dedication from this course. Okay, most of the people right join and left, or can say not practicing. That is not help you, right? If you're not practicing, you require your efforts also along with this training. Okay, great, thanks. So your certification is available related to this course. So you can see the certification. Okay, the certification is available for this course is the Azure AI Engineer. Okay, Azure AI Engineer Associate. This is the course certification, guys. Okay, you can see this is the course certification Azure AI 102. Okay, this is the course. This is the Microsoft Azure AI Engineer. Okay, and in this course, you can see here what are the things we are going to learn now. These are the same thing here in this course also. Okay, you can see here is the right planning, management, natural language processing, then document intelligence. Some of the advanced services will be there, but most of the content, whatever we are going to cover, we are helping the generative AI. You can see this is the generative AI session will be there. Okay, and then we have the other sessions also there. Okay, along with this in this course. Okay, we can definitely approach for this solution, this certification definitely. Or you can say otherwise you can go with the AWS Generative AI. Okay, AWS Generative AI certification. Okay, this one, Generative Professional. So in the going further also, I'm going to come up with this course. Okay, Azure AI Engineer. Okay, this is very popular course and certification. Okay, so later part, I'm planning to come up with this certification also, so that we will get this benefits. Okay, this is the course. In this course, we have this. Okay, this is the Udemy actually. Okay, let me go to this AWS. Yeah, this one. Yeah, you can see here. Here are some of the services, right? You can see. Okay, schedule exam. Okay, beta exam pricing. Review the exam. Agentic demonstrated. Are you training on this information? Okay, this is the AWS certification exam. Okay, just prepare for this exam. Just click on this prepare for the exam. So we'll get this right. You can try yourself also. Free subscription will be there. Okay, you can utilize this and you can utilize this AWS classroom training, AWS training certification on Twitch or readiness. There will be some webinars also this for this course. Okay, guys. But this is a very good certification. AWS Generative AI. This is one solution. This is one certification. Another is nothing but the AWS Azure Associate. Okay, this is the AWS Generative AI Developer Professional, and then another is the nothing but the this is the Azure Okay, this is the two certification we can definitely target for this. Got it? Okay. Thanks, Nadim. Okay, so you can see this content, right? This content you can see here. Okay, this content is just not for your right, just showcasing purposes. Okay, there will be hands-on session will be there. Okay, throughout this course. Okay, and I will be taking your doubt day-to-day sessions, right? We'll understand your questions, can solve this assignment, right? Again, and this learning will be from the scratch, okay, on the very basics. Okay, and we are going to move slow, but I require your dedications throughout this course so that we can get this fruitful end result of this course. Okay, I'm expectation is from my side, this one.
So what is the fees for the exam?
Okay, so you can see, yeah, you can see here if you're going for this Azure, right? If you're going for this Azure, yeah, there is a, I believe there is a some dollar 250, okay, 9,000. Okay, whenever I appeared for this, no, I got this voucher 50% off. So it was 9,000, okay, for the Indian rupees, and you can convert in the right. So let me go to the schedule of this. Okay, this is the Coursera. Let me go back. Azure, yeah, this one. Okay, and you can see here is the AI engineer 12-month rate. This is the, and if you prepare for the take the exam, renew the your certification. Exam, schedule exam. Okay, you can see $165 is there. Okay, for this AI Azure Associate Engineer. Okay, for AWS, there is a different, okay, schedule exam. There will be some cost associated with this. We need to sign up. It is almost same here also. Okay, around some dollar will be there. Okay.
No issue, sir. We can check. So
Yeah, yeah. Just check on this. Okay, so we'll get this here also. The pricing. Okay, go to the pricing session now. You can see the AWS pricing offers certification free tiers. Okay, so this is the calculator for the services. And here, if you go to the next now, you will get this. Okay, the pricing over there. Okay, fine. Okay, you can see here they have mentioned this 150 USD. You can see here 150 USD. Almost same, right? You can see in the both them. So any other doubt, guys? Okay, no doubts. All right. So I will sharing these notes. Okay, you'll get these notes over this here. Okay, if you go to this LLM Graphy application, right? So this is the course, right? Batch ID is this 5453, and you'll get these notes here. Okay, this course. This is the first day course content here, and this today's notes I will be providing here. Okay, all right. So yeah. So out of Azure or AWS, which one is the best to get the job? Okay, guys. So one of the cloud is very important. Okay, one of the cloud services very important. Okay, so you can either go with the Azure or either go with the AWS. That is not an issue. Okay, but you can say means here is the knowledge is transferable means transfer. Okay, means let's suppose you are having the good knowledge on the AWS, you can transfer that learning from the Azure cloud. Name, the service name will be different, but the core content will be same. Okay, so that is the reason either you can go with this AWS or either you can go with the Azure. That is completely fine. That is no issue. Either one of them you can choose and go ahead. But I will recommend, okay, start with the Azure cloud now. It is a more simpler compared to this AWS. Okay, so you will get this more simpler and more easier, right? Hands-on, right? In the AI services, what are the services we are going to create? We are going to understand, and our documentation is very well written in the AWS Azure cloud base. Okay, and most of the right whenever you're going to utilize this Chat GPT or a GPT service, right? Then most of the this GPT service we are going to utilize from the Azure cloud itself. So that is the reason I would recommend it go with the Azure. Okay, you can go with the AWS, not an issue. Okay, but whatever I feel, right, whatever I learned so far, right, Azure is more simpler and document is very simpler compared to the AWS cloud. Okay, so this is my perspective. Different person has a different perspective. Okay, but I would recommend to just go with this Azure. Both are complement each other. Yes, correct. But starting with the Azure is adversible. Correct, correct. Prepare for the both together, it's going to be confusing. Yes, no, do not prepare, right? If you do not prepare for the both at the same time, okay, just learn the services from the one of the cloud, and then prepare for the another is the very simpler and easier. Okay, so whenever I started learning, I just started learning on this Azure cloud first of all, and then the AWS was simpler. Then whenever I started learning AWS, it was simpler for me. Okay, because just it's a naming difference. Okay, the service are whatever the service is, some different integration will be there, but the learning will be same. Okay, will not find it very much difficult. Okay, so do not start both up together. Okay, it start one by one. It's better. Okay, any other doubt, please? Okay, no worry. So we'll stop here. Have a great day. See you tomorrow on same time. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Bye. See
Thank
you.
you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you all.